It was a lovely sunny day, so Papa decided he would clean out his water tank because it was starting to get a wee bit grubby, and when he had a glass of water he could taste some of the dirt from the water tank. So he rang up Tim. He said, "Tim, can you bring the vacuum tank and clean out my water tank for me?" Tim said, "Sure, I'll come over this afternoon." So Tim came over with his little vacuum truck to suck out all the water and to clean Papa's tank. He busily went about his job, taking out all the water. Then he said, "Where am I going to put all the dirty water?" "I know," he said, "I'll put it in the paddock." So Tim took his vacuum tank and he went out into the paddock. He had only gone a little way into the paddock and he got stuck. "Oh dear," said Tim, "how am I going to get out of the paddock?" Papa said, "Maybe if you empty all the water out of your truck, that will make it lighter, and then you'll be able to drive out of the paddock." So Tim emptied all the water out of his truck, but it went all over the paddock where the truck was sitting, and all over the feet of the truck, and the truck's tyres got all wet, and it got worse. Tim couldn't get the truck out. No way was the truck going to come out. So Tim rang his friend Merv, because Merv had the small water truck, and he was going to bring some water to fill up Papa's tank once it was all clean. So Merv turned up with his water truck, which was a small truck but bigger than the vacuum truck. Merv connected a big rope and chain onto Tim's vacuum truck, and he pulled and he pulled and he pulled, but he could not get the vacuum truck unstuck. And then, all of a sudden, Merv said, "No, I'm stuck in the paddock too." So, here was Tim and his vacuum truck stuck. A long chain and a rope tied to Merv's small water tank truck, both stuck in the paddock. "I know," said Merv. "I'll ring Bert. Bert's got a big water truck. It's really big, and it will pull out my small water truck, and at the same time I can pull out your vacuum tank truck, Tim." So Bert came along with his really big water truck and connected a chain and a rope to Merv's small water truck that was connected with a chain and a rope to Tim's vacuum truck. And Brent tried to pull out the small water truck that was trying to pull out the small vacuum truck, and he was skidding in the paddock. "Oh, better not do this," thought Bert. So he unhooked the water truck and tried to get it out by itself, but it was stuck. Papa was looking over the fence having a coffee. "Oh, goodness me," he thought, "I'm going to have to do something about pulling out all the trucks." So he got in front of Bert's big water truck and he pushed, but it didn't help. "I know," he thought, "I'll ring my neighbour friend Graham." So Papa rang Graham and said, "Graham, Bert stuck his big water truck in my paddock trying to pull out Merv's small water truck from my paddock that is trying to pull out Tim's small vacuum truck from my paddock. Can you come and help?" Graham said, "Course I can." So he brought his big massive Ferguson tractor and a big chain, and he connected it to Brent's big water truck, which was connected to Merv's small water truck, which was connected to Tim's small vacuum truck. And Graham pulled with his big massive Ferguson tractor, and it came out really easy. First, Brent's big water truck moved, Then the rope pulled out Merv's small water truck, and Merv's rope pulled out Tim's vacuum truck. Then there was a long train heading to the road. Graham's Massey Ferguson pulling first, Brent's big water truck second, Merv's small water truck third, all towing Tim's small vacuum truck. They all got out of the paddock back onto the road. Then Tim connected his vacuum truck up to Pappa's tank and pumped it out into the road and got rid of all the water, cleaned it all up. Merv came back with his small water truck, pumped in all the clean water into the tank, and Pappa had lovely, clean drinking water that he could have.